Welcome to the world of Magic Academy's Genius Blinker, a place where magic and adventure are just around every corner. The number 40 appears, possibly a chapter or episode number, setting the stage for our magical journey. Ah, the classic sealed envelope and a mysterious book combo, sparkling with magic. Something big is brewing. Our protagonist is feeling pretty good with a cool 5 million credits in the bank. Money troubles? Not today. Meet our main character, a laid-back dude with tousled brown hair, looking like he just rolled out of bed and into a magical payday. But wait, there's more. They've got the pose vessel, the heart of a necromancer, spooky and intriguing. A closer look at the pose vessel, glowing ominously. This thing's no ordinary trinket. Altalicia's got some work cut out for her with the random sequence convergence technique. Magic ain't easy, folks. Our protagonist is all smiles, glad that the reward is theirs. Time for the system rewards. Blue lights and digital effects. Looks like the system's doing its thing. Let's see what rewards are in store. Congratulations. As you continue your epic journey, the mysterious Constellation Project throws some bonus goodies your way. You get to pick between a downgraded item, a downgraded skill, or some sweet EXP. Choices, choices. Our protagonist, with his stylish brown locks and crisp white shirt, is having a déjà vu moment. This again, he wonders, staring at the glowing message. It's like he's seen this reward screen too many times. Feeling a bit torn, aren't we all sometimes? Our hero is in a dilemma, trying to decide what's best. Should he go for the downgraded item, skill, or that juicy EXP? Decisions. But hey, the dude knows what's up. He realizes that sometimes you just gotta focus on what's most important right now, prioritizing like a boss. All right, the decision is in. With a determined look, our hero commands, please add EXP to the blink skill. Time to level up and make some magic happen. Flashback alert. Our hero is caught in the heat of battle, realizing just how weak he was. Oh, the struggles of being a hero. A mysterious and spooky figure enters the scene, looking like something straight out of a gothic novel. Who's this mysterious character in the hooded cloak? Feeling down, our hero gets introspective. It's useless to work hard like the others, he thinks, but it's time to turn that frown upside down. Determined to push his limits, our hero resolves to use his knowledge to leap ahead. No more slacking, it's time to get ahead of the game. Blink, and just like that, the skill reaches its limit, climbing up the ranks. Our hero is on a roll, folks. The scene crackles with an electrifying energy as our protagonist's hair flutters in the wake of a powerful transformation. Something big is going down. Amidst the golden glow, we see our mystery guy standing confidently, holding that I just leveled up pose. His power level just went over 9,000. In an epic revelation, we learn that our hero's blink ability now comes with 3 charges. Talk about a sweet upgrade. Our main dude seems pretty pumped as he clenches his fist, ready to take on the world. With a smirk and a twinkle in his eye, he's all set to rock the stage. With newfound confidence, he muses about using his powers more easily now. It's like he's been handed the keys to a shiny new sports car. As he surveys his surroundings, he mentions Asura. Could she be a friend, a foe, or maybe a bit of both? The plot thickens. We're treated to a scenic view of a grand structure under the bright sky, setting the stage for what's about to unfold. More of the majestic architecture is revealed, hinting at a place of importance. Perhaps a school or a fortress. Inside, a class is underway, and it's not your average history lesson. The students are on a meditation journey into the abyss. Sounds intense. The room is quiet, filled with focused individuals in meditation, possibly preparing for some mind-bending experiences. A girl with serene blue hair sits in meditation, her presence calming yet intriguing. She's definitely someone to watch. Suddenly, someone shouts, "Asura!" which jolts our blue-haired protagonist awake. She's got those wide eyes, half surprised, half confused, like she just got caught daydreaming in class. She quickly realizes she might have dozed off and someone tells her, "Asura, you can't use magic in the middle of meditation." Her response, "What?" Classic. Asura is instructed to look above her head, and let's just say her face is all kinds of confused. Zooming in on Asura's eye, she notices something that's left her speechless. Out of nowhere, a big blue crystal appears, floating ominously in the air. That's some next-level nap magic right there. More crystals join the party, and the room is filled with floating, glowing rocks. It's like a disco for wizards. Asura sits there, a bit stunned with her fellow students. They're kneeling in what looks like a meditation class, but Esel's not exactly following the syllabus. She looks at the crystals, bewildered, asking herself, huh? Wait, when did I make those? Clearly, she's having one of those "I did what now" moments. She's trying to wrap her head around the fact that she didn't use any techniques or make calculations, yet here they are, shiny blue crystals everywhere. Curiosity sneaks in as she wonders if the other students realized her magical mishap. Apparently, subtlety isn't her strong suit today. She muses that even if it's first-class magic, they should have felt the mana flow. Looks like Isel's magic is a bit sneakier than she thought. Deep in thought, she wonders if this magical explosion is really the result of meditation. Maybe she's got some Jedi-like powers. Amidst a swirl of white and mystery, the question arises, did that person foresee all this? It's like the universe itself is pondering the grand scheme of things. The scene shifts to a lively school street with students in uniform bustling around. It's a typical day at the academy, or so it seems. Behold the magical red bean paste cream bread, glowing with an aura of deliciousness. Someone's about to have a very tasty moment. Isel, the lucky owner of the glowing bread, is all smiles. Thanks to a reward, she can finally afford this little luxury worth 1,500 credits. Talk about bread goals. As Isel savors her treat, an unexpected voice breaks the peaceful vibe, causing her to perk up in surprise. Turns out it's a fellow student, a blonde guy with a charming smile, standing under the bright sky. He seems friendly enough. With a grin, the blonde asks Azel if she's joined any clubs yet. Ah, the classic icebreaker question. Under the warm sun, a blonde dude approaches our blue-haired heroine who's chilling on a bench. He's like, "Hey, you ready to join my crew?" And she's all full, "Nope, not yet." The blonde guy, not taking no for an answer, shoots his shot again. "Yeah? Then want to join mine?" Curiosity piqued, she asks, "What are the conditions?" while holding a mysterious envelope. Blonde guy flashes a charming smile. "Conditions? I just like you, so I wanted you to join. Smooth, right?" But inside she's thinking, lies. He approached me to use me as a trophy. Trust issues much? With her face blurred, there's no telling what expression she's wearing, but her thoughts say it all. "Darn, so you don't believe me," he says, perhaps sensing her skepticism. He tries again, but Acel, "I really don't have any conditions." Oh boy, he's persistent. "You just need to join my club and stay with me. Then I can do a lot of things for you." That's quite a tempting offer, isn't it? A blonde-haired character with a smirk, a face that spells mischief, leans in, knowing full well the impact of his words. Meanwhile, our blue-haired friend stands there, knowing exactly who this smooth talker is. Her eyes are filled with a mix of emotions as she gazes back at him, the tension in the air thick enough to cut with a knife. Yes, better than anyone. She admits, her resolve shining through her eyes. These two have a history, no doubt. The Scalvan Empire and Adalibit Kingdom have a hostile relationship. Seems like there's some serious beef between these two territories. So with Crown Prince Jeremy's power, my difficult life would end. Our blue-haired damsel is dreaming of a life where survival isn't a daily grind. I won't have to get happiness from mere bread. Bread might be life, but she's aiming for a gourmet upgrade with a side of freedom. A hand clutches a piece of bread tightly, a symbol of her struggles and the life she's hoping to leave behind. I won't have to endure the humiliation of being a trader's daughter. I know I shouldn't, but her thoughts are a whirlwind of desperation and hope. With a look of determination, she stands, contemplating the offer. Her resolve is tested, but she's ready to face whatever comes her way. The blonde smirks, as if he knows he's got the upper hand. His confidence is almost as bright as his hair. An enigmatic pause, the scene fades with an aura of mystery, leaving us hanging on the edge of our seats. A hand reaches out to the sky, signaling the potential for change and the hope that comes with new beginnings. The scene opens with a fierce girl, her long brown hair billowing as she wields claw-like weapons, looking like she's about to drop some serious action on an unsuspecting target. The next panel shows a blue-haired individual who looks like they just got out of bed, sporting a stunned expression as they are confronted by the intense brunette. Zooming in, we get a close-up of the blue-haired character's eyes, wide open in shock, as if they've just been hit with a cold splash of reality. The blonde character, face blurred, stands there like a deer in headlights, caught in the middle of the escalating drama. The fierce girl, her face hidden by her hair, seems to be in the middle of an emotional outburst, hands gesturing wildly as if she's trying to swat away invisible flies. A dramatic full-body shot of the girl shows her in a flowing cloak, the wind dramatically enhancing her presence as she confronts her opponent. Her eyes, now filled with determination and maybe a hint of madness, take center stage as she gears up for what seems like an epic verbal takedown. Her voice echoes with indignation as she calls the other a piece of trash, clearly not holding back any punches. The blonde character, apparently the target of her ire, is accused of seducing others, a claim that leaves the blue-haired person utterly bewildered. Meanwhile, the blue-haired character sitting in a chair looks up in confusion, as if they just wandered into the wrong episode of their own life. With emotions running high, the brunette declares her feelings, accusing the blonde of abandoning her despite her confession of affection. The scene reaches a boiling point as the brunette demands The scene opens with two girls walking together, seemingly in a hurry. The girl with blue hair is taking charge, while the brown-haired girl trails behind, a bit flustered. Their attire suggests they're from some academy or organization. Suddenly, the mood shifts to a mysterious aura with a focus on a blonde guy's half-visible face. His sharp orange eye suggests he's up to something, giving off a sly vibe. The blonde guy seems contemplative, with a lingering silence that adds to the suspense. What's he scheming? The scene transitions to a serene view of lush greenery and a castle-like structure, adding a medieval touch to the atmosphere. The tension breaks with the blue-haired girl sighing in relief, remarking how close it was. She seems to have dodged a bullet there. The brown-haired girl, still confused, questions the situation. Her expression is a mix of curiosity and slight panic. With a cheeky grin, the blue-haired girl reminds her companion to be thankful. Apparently, she saved her from quite the ordeal. The blue-haired girl elaborates, explaining how the blonde guy would have been relentless if they hadn't handled things right. Her expression is sincere, yet playful. Despite the serious chat, the brown-haired girl apologizes for hitting her friend, which was probably accidental. Her casual tone lightens the moment. The blue-haired girl, still a bit lost for words. The scene opens with a mysterious young woman standing in front of a castle-like structure, her brown hair gently swaying in the breeze. She seems lost in thought, contemplating the choices she's made. The tension is palpable, as she wonders if her decision to have Asel avoid joining a club was the right one. Her internal monologue continues, revealing her concern about Asel potentially being destroyed by someone named Jeremy. She's trying not to mess with the flow of the original story, but clearly, she's having second thoughts. The pressure's real, folks. We see a close-up of the young woman's face, her brown eyes showing a mix of anxiety and determination. She's clearly wrestling with the consequences of her actions. This girl's got a lot on her plate. As she continues to reflect, she admits she didn't want to mess with the original story's flow. But when she looks at Baekgyu Seol, she can't help but feel that maybe her interference wasn't entirely a bad thing. She's torn between preserving the story and following her instincts. The scene shifts to her feet, suggesting she's about to make a move. The suspense builds, folks. What's she gonna do next? The wind blows, and she looks up, her expression filled with resolve. She wonders if the person she's thinking about will catch on to her little fib. She's playing a risky game, and she knows it. Meanwhile, in a lavish room filled with golden sunlight, another character lounges, elegantly sipping tea. This dude knows how to live, draped in luxury and surrounded by opulence. The camera pans out, revealing a table filled with delicate tea sets. The ambiance screams money and class, but it's all part of the mystery. Finally, we get a glimpse of the tea-sipping character's face. With his blonde hair and sharp eyes, he comments on a lie someone told him, finding it amusing. The scene opens with a close-up of a mischievous grin. Our mysterious character, sporting a dashing red outfit and a mane of golden hair, seems to be up to something. The sly smile hints at a plan brewing in his mind. The atmosphere is thick with intrigue, as a thought bubble reveals his fascination. How interesting, even more so than Asel. Clearly, someone has caught his eye, and it's not just anyone. With a determined look, he declares his intention. I want her. Now, who could this captivating person be? Whoever she is, she's definitely stirred up something within our enigmatic friend. As he relaxed, all right, folks, we're kicking things off at this castle-like building. You know, the kind that screams serious business and big things happening here. As the sun sets, this place transforms into a mysterious fortress, a perfect setting for what's coming next. Today, it's all about the monster mock battle. Sounds like a blast, right? One of those battles that really gets the adrenaline pumping. There's this suave dude in a slick coat laying down the plan. He's like, listen up, peeps. This isn't your average monster showdown. Our blue-haired friend is setting the stage, explaining that this isn't about the low-risk monsters they've been fighting. Nah, it's about stepping up to the mid-level beasts. The goal is clear. Tackle those risk level 3 monsters. It's time to show what they're made of. He's got the strategy mapped out. Team up, analyze the monsters, and take them down using good old-fashioned tactics. If you pick a monster to suppress, you get some practice time. It's all about getting that hands-on experience before diving in. And finally, here's one of the students, suited up and ready. The scene unfolds with a mysterious character, possibly a teacher or mentor, giving out instructions. Students are told they can explore the Stella Dome to hunt down mid-level monsters that match their team's capabilities. The clock is ticking, as they've got 4 days to complete their performance assessment. Following this, the students are informed they need to form teams of up to 6 people and submit their lists. The pressure is on, and the students are already feeling the weight of the task ahead. Not everyone is thrilled about the team aspect, though. A student lets out an exasperated sigh, clearly not a fan of group projects. It seems like teamwork isn't everyone's cup of tea. We catch a glimpse of a blue-haired girl standing amidst her fellow students. She seems a bit out of place, or perhaps deep in thought. The vibe suggests she's not too keen on group assignments either. A familiar request rings out for the blue-haired girl, affectionately called Princess. Her classmates are keen on having her join their team. The pressure of being popular, am I right? Princess, however, is not one to shy away from a challenge. With a look of determination, she insists that not only will she join them, but shall be even better. Yet, there's a playful banter among the students. One of them cheekily claims it's their turn this time, hinting at some friendly competition or perhaps a rotation of roles. The dynamics among the students are lively and engaging. A warm, golden glow bathes the scene as 2 characters with captivating features come into view. There's a hint of mischief in the air, with the pink-haired girl rocking a devilish smile. You just know something's about to go down. Our focus shifts to an elegant gathering where the pink-haired leader commands attention with her bold attire and blazing red eyes. She's the kind of person who makes heads turn, and not just because of her fashion sense. Suddenly, it's like someone hit the pause button and the world fades into a dreamy blur. We see light spots floating around, as if the universe is trying to give us a hint about something magical. Standing apart from the group, a lone figure with a mane of icy blue hair seems to be having a major emo moment. They watch from the shadows while the others bask in the spotlight. You can almost hear the dramatic music playing in the background. The blue-haired character's thoughts take center stage, and we dive into their mind, where a storm of memories brew. Turns out this Adalibit thing is no joke, and it's personal. Real personal. A moment of silence follows, an empty white space that holds the weight of the blue-haired. Our story opens with a philosophical musing. Our starting points were the same. Sounds like a classic case of, hey, we were on equal footing once. The scene shifts to the imposing Grand Duchy of Malf, shrouded in a chilling aura of ice. Clearly, they don't just keep ice cream here. A burst of ice dominates the scene, a visual representation of the chilly power of the Malf family. Now we have the fiery contrast of the royal household of Adalibit, blazing with their signature fire attribute. This house is definitely not one for cozy fireplaces. They're the fireplace. The flames grow intense, symbolizing the fiery nature of Adalibit. It's like someone turned up the heat to max without checking the thermostat. Back in the day, these 2 families kept each other in check, basically running the magical block. Imagine a magical Cold War. Enter Hongbyeon and Isel, the genius kids born to these houses. With their striking red and blue aesthetics, they're like a magical version of a chess game. The spotlight fades, leaving us with the memory of these 2 prodigies, hinting at the journey ahead. A hand grips a shoulder, and a voice reminisces, "Back then I thought I'd been chosen." Cue the mysterious vibes. The page closes with a gripping thought. But can the current me really get revenge on Adelibet? It's a classic cliffhanger, leaving us eager. The scene opens with a dramatic shot of a hallway, where a student with blue hair stands quietly, deep in thought, while another figure, dressed in a school uniform, approaches with a determined fist. As the figure gets closer, the blue-haired student is asked, "Hey, are you alone?" The question hangs in the air, as if it holds more weight than it should. Revealing her delicate features, the blue-haired student turns slightly, her eyes wide with curiosity and perhaps a hint of apprehension. From above, a voice echoes, "What is it?" The question seems to pierce the silence, seeking a deeper understanding. Though the face is obscured, we see the figure in a similar school uniform, suggesting a possible peer or rival. The tension is palpable. A subtle smile creeps onto the mysterious figure's face, a hint of mischief or maybe sincerity, leaving us to wonder about their true intentions. The words, "Let's be a team," are offered as a proposal, breaking the tension with an unexpected twist. Is this the start of an alliance, or something else entirely? With a confident smile and a thumbs up, the brown-haired student extends the offer of partnership, leaving the blue-haired student contemplating the unexpected proposal. The focus shifts to the two students standing in the hallway, hinting at a potential new dynamic between them. Ending with the title of the chapter, Magic Academy's Genius Blinker, we are left with the number 41, promising more magical adventures to come. In this lively scene, we find ourselves amidst a group of students who seem to be having a rather intriguing conversation. Our attention is drawn to a mysterious white-haired girl who appears surprised, perhaps at the mention of Baek-Yusel. The camera pans to a blue-haired girl who seems to be perplexed about Baek-Yusel's choice of company. The wheels in her mind are turning, questioning. With that girl? Why? Next, we see the brown-haired guy, who lays out his ambitious plan of forming a team with just 2 members. He pitches the idea of scoring bonus points for being a small team, but the blue-haired girl is not buying it. "Are you crazy?" she asks, as her mind races with thoughts of facing a mid-level monster. Her eyes widen as she questions the feasibility of tackling a beast with a risk level of 3 with just the 2 of them. Her skepticism is palpable, and she's not afraid to voice it. The brown-haired guy, unfazed by her doubts, turns the pressure up a notch. He asks her straight up, "So will you or will you not?" leaving her in a dilemma. Finally, the blue-haired girl stands, still unsure, as she weighs her options. The decision isn't easy, and her expression reflects the internal. The scene opens with a girl with long blue hair letting out a sigh, clearly in deep thought. It feels like she's contemplating something important, or perhaps just drained from a long day. A boy with tousled brown hair steps in, seemingly accepting his fate with a smile, as he admits he has no other choice but to team up with her. "Well, when life gives you lemons, right?" With a playful tone, he announces, "Hell go submit their team list." It seems like these two are now partners, whether by choice or circumstance. The dynamic duo begins their journey down the corridor, steps echoing as they walk side by side, setting the stage for whatever adventure awaits. Suddenly, a dramatic pause. A sound, perhaps a knock or a step, interrupts the scene, and we can feel the tension in the air. The camera pans down to a pair of determined feet striding purposefully across the wooden floor, hinting at someone's approach. Our blue-haired heroine's eyes widen in surprise, clearly taken off guard by something or someone. A voice calls out, "You." It's clear the plot thickens as a new player enters the game. A striking figure with long white and pink hair and red eyes confronts the blue-haired girl, arms crossed with an air of authority. This newcomer means business. The atmosphere is charged with tension as the newcomer questions the blue-haired girl's motives. Is it a challenge, a warning, or something else entirely? Feeling cornered, the blue-haired girl responds defensively, questioning the newcomer's accusations. "Oh boy, things are heating up." With eyes as red as fire and a gaze that could cut through steel, our mysterious character gives a stern warning. Just behave yourself. You know things are serious when someone drops a line like that. The pink-haired character isn't holding back any punches today, delivering a verbal slap in the face, calling someone a pig wearing a pearl necklace. "Ouch, that's gotta sting." Blue Hair is looking all sorts of shocked, as if someone just told them their favorite anime got canceled. The insult clearly hit home. The tension in the room is so thick you could cut it with a knife. But it seems like the white-haired character has had enough of this drama and makes a classy exit. Our blue-haired friend is having a bit of an existential crisis, pondering why they weren't the focus of the confrontation. Was it all because of Baekhyusol? A hand clutches at the uniform, a symbol of the inner turmoil brewing beneath the surface. What does Baekhyusol have to do with all of this? And now, the plot thickens as the character muses about being underestimated. The nerve! They can't believe someone thought they'd lose to a loser and a commoner. It's fine even if I make a team with my clique, but it's the most profitable to bring a knight who is called the best. Mayusung. Oh, hi, princess. What's up? Have you formed a team yet? No, I wanted to do it alone. Then what about doing it with me? Baekhyusol and Isel formed a team. Their eyes are set on something more than a mid-level monster. I think they won't target a mid-level monster. Their ambitions seem higher. Isel, with her long pink hair and commanding presence, stands next to a blurred figure, likely Baekhyusol. But a mid-large special monster. Looks like they're going big or going home. So, let me say this again. Want to do it with me? Someone's making an offer, and it ain't no casual invitation. The intense gaze from our red-eyed friend suggests a serious conversation is happening. Sparkles and an air of determination surround our characters, setting the stage for their next move. I see a hint of a smirk is forming. Someone's ready for a challenge. This will be fun. I wanted to compete with Baekhyusol at least once in my life. Looks like a friendly rivalry is brewing. A new challenger appears. Their face... Alright, things are getting spicy. We find ourselves in a room where someone with long pink hair is all charged up, saying, "Nice, then let's do this." Clearly, something big is about to go down. Next, the focus shifts to an intense gaze, followed by the name Baekhyusol being whispered like a challenge. We can sense the tension rising. Not to be left out, Isel Molf's name is mentioned too, and you know what that means. There's some serious rivalry cooking up here. And then the promise of a rematch is made. It'll defeat them properly this time. Oh, someone's really fired up! The scene zooms out to reveal the room filled with individuals, each seemingly ready for the task ahead. It's like a pre-battle huddle, and they're all in matching uniforms. Fast forward 4 days later, and the preparations are done. The scene shifts outdoors, where the sun shines brightly over a grand building with a dome. Finally, it's go time. The monster mock battle has officially begun. Let's see what these folks are. Amidst a backdrop of swirling purple mist, an ominous giant specter with glowing orange eyes looms over, casting an intimidating shadow. Our hero stands undeterred, a lone figure against this towering menace. With the atmosphere charged with anticipation, our mysterious hero, clad in dark attire, holds a sword with a determined grip. The stage is set for an epic clash between light and shadow. The scene opens with a misty view of what appears to be a majestic yet ominous structure. As the fog lifts, we see figures moving with purpose, possibly students or faculty members of this magical institution. Down below, a menacing purple creature stands in a courtyard, its shadow casting an eerie presence over the academy grounds. In a different part of the academy, a group of individuals is gathered, seemingly in preparation for an important event. A blurred figure, with an air of authority and a clipboard in hand, announces the commencement of the S-Class and A-Class performance assessment, marking a significant moment for the Academy's students. The title, Magic Academy's Genius Blinker, graces the next panel, setting the stage for a tale filled with magic, challenges, and prodigious talents. The subsequent scene showcases an action-packed assessment where students face off against a monstrous entity. A group, identified as Group 16, is seen handling a Mugreka, a mid-level monster, with a mix of determination and perhaps a bit of apprehension. Taking a deep breath, our mysterious heroine reassures herself. It's okay, I've practiced enough. She's got that determined vibe going on, ready to tackle whatever comes her way. She dives into some strategic thinking, realizing that gaining bonus points from special monsters or fighting a mid-large special monster is a bit too much to handle right now. But hey, tackling a mid-level monster with a risk level of 3 solo? That's the ticket for the highest score. The scene shifts to some ancient-looking magical graphics, and we learn that typically it takes 5 top-notch mages to take down a mid-level monster with a risk level of 1. Quite the formidable task, eh? In a vivid depiction, 5 cloaked mages face a sinister purple monster with glowing eyes, setting the stage for an epic showdown. With some added compatibility, experience, and environmental factors, the odds can tilt in favor of taking down monsters a few levels higher than expected. A bit of magic, a bit of strategy. Back to our girl, she laments her situation as a light class with almost 0 compatibility. It's tough out here for a mage, but she's got grit. She's standing tall, clad in a sleek outfit with yellow cuffs, exuding confidence despite the odds stacked against her. Zooming in on those intense brown eyes, determination is written all over her face. A switch in focus introduces a new character, Azel, with her long blue hair and a hopeful thought. Anyway, I hope things go well for Azel. Clad in similar attire, Azel seems a bit unsure, yet poised, as she enters the scene. Our protagonist reflects on the original storyline, noting that Azel doesn't usually team up due to someone named Hong Byun, leading to low scores. She thought of recruiting Azel, but enter stage left. Azel and another character meet our protagonist. Ah, you're here. They acknowledge each other's presence. With a sheepish grin, the third character, sporting shaggy hair, explains, a loud kang sound reverberates through the room, catching the attention of a brown-haired girl with big, curious eyes. She's rocking a neat dark outfit that says, "I'm ready for action." Another loud sound, toke, follows, as something hits the ground with force. It's like a symphony of chaos and excitement. The scene unfolds as a figure, silhouetted against the chaos, acknowledges the efforts of Group 16. "Good work, Group 16, he says, as if conducting the orchestra of mayhem. The beat goes on as we hear next up, Group 17. The anticipation builds like the drop in a dubstep track. Enter Group 17, standing tall and ready to roll. Our brown-haired girl is flanked by a boy and a girl with icy blue hair, all suited up and looking sharp. The brown-haired girl is in the spotlight again, her expression a mix of determination and maybe a dash of "let's do this." A confident "yes" rings out, signaling that Group 17 is ready to step into the fray. The trio walks with purpose, their footsteps echoing the rhythm of their resolve. They're ready to face whatever comes next. The brown-haired girl and the boy share a moment, glancing at each other with a silent understanding, like they've got each other's backs. As they march forward, the focus shifts to the brown-haired girl's boots, tapping the ground with a determined toke. Suddenly, the brown-haired girl finds herself caught off guard, her balance teetering. "Huh?" escapes her lips as she struggles to steady herself. Her boots make contact with the ground once more, determined not to falter as she presses on. The tension builds as the scene zooms in, capturing a moment of intense focus, and the scene opens with a young dude and a girl in matching outfits. Seems like she almost tripped, and the guy's got her back. They're both in some kind of official-looking uniforms, giving off a school or academy vibe. The girl's a bit embarrassed, while our male hero seems slightly awkward but cool about it. His expression says it all. It's just shoelaces, no biggie. We get a close-up of his face, and he's looking a bit worried, but calm. He's got that "did I just save the day" face. The girl is clearly flustered. She's got this oops look, probably embarrassed about her loose laces. We can see the girl's shoes, and the guy seems to be reminding her about the tripping hazard. Classic shoelace drama. Finally, she expresses her gratitude, while the guy plays it off like it's nothing. Just another day in the life of a hero, right? The guy points out the obvious with a smirk, her shoelaces. Meanwhile, she's just realizing the peril of untied laces. Zooming in on those rebellious laces, the girl has a moment of realization. Classic ah moment. Flashback to a time when Jackie was the shoelace hero. It's a sweet memory, bringing a smile to her face. She imagines the guy offering to tie her laces, but brushes it off, deciding she's got this. Independence, baby! She realizes how bad it would have been to enter a fight with untied laces. Close call, right? Finally, we see her tying those laces tight. Not today, gravity. With her laces secured, she's ready to take on the world, or at least the next challenge, with a fear. The scene opens with 2 voices inquiring whether she's alone, and affirming, "looks like it." A young girl with long brown hair, wearing a blue dress adorned with a white ribbon, stands ready with an air of determination. Two classmates, one with brown hair and orange eyes, express their disbelief. She's going to defeat that thing by herself? Attention turns to the threat, that giant boar, which looms large and intimidating, with glowing red eyes and enormous tusks. The girl faces the boar with a determined posture, her weapon ready for action as the beast sizes her up. A voice explains the boar's lack of special attributes, suggesting a strategic approach is required. The girl is poised to attack, eyes locked onto the boar, as she's told to use the opposite attribute. The assessment of Group 17 is about to begin, implying a test or trial is underway. The boar charges forward with fierce intent, its sheer size and speed emphasized. Sound effects highlight the boar's powerful charge, adding to the tension of the impending clash. Observers marvel at the boar's aggressive charge, questioning the girl's ability to face it alone. Unfazed, the girl unleashes a spell named Flowers Whispers in the Wind as radiant energy swirls around her. Her feet lift slightly off the ground, glowing with the magical aura of her spell, indicating the intensity of her power. In a dimly lit setting, we see a mysterious girl whose face is obscured, exuding an aura of determination and readiness. She's gripping a weapon, ready to face whatever comes her way. Suddenly, the scene erupts with action. The air is filled with the sound of swift movements, and the focus shifts to a powerful creature, making its presence known. The tension rises as we witness the swirling energy and ferocious power emanating from the creature, hinting at the fierce battle about to unfold. The creature's face comes into view, revealing its intimidating red eyes and a fierce expression, ready to take on any challenger. In a moment of suspense, the scene becomes almost silent, with only the sound of anticipation filling the air. The beast lets out a loud roar, its voice echoing through the space, filled with defiance and power. The girl stands firm, her weapon glowing with energy as she prepares to engage the beast in battle. She unleashes her special ability, Matter Modification, showcasing her skills and readiness to face the beast head-on. An explosion of energy fills the scene, as if the very air around them is charged with the impact of their clash. The scene captures the beast's growl and the girl's unwavering stance, illustrating the intense standoff between them. The air is filled with tension as the girl faces the beast, determination shining in her eyes as she boldly declares, "It's not over yet." Her eyes, filled with resolve, the scene explodes with light and mystical symbols, like a magical rave party gone wild, casting an ethereal glow that suggests something epic is about to go down. A young woman with determined eyes and flowing brown hair stands poised with a staff, her outfit blending practicality and style. She's ready to throw down some serious magic vibes. A stark white space, a moment of calm before the storm, is shattered by a sudden, dramatic well sound, hinting at an incoming threat. Darkness descends as the scene shifts, revealing ominous branches and an intense atmosphere. Whatever is coming, it means business. The tension builds as the scene crackles with energy, showing a fierce clash brewing just beyond sight. The air feels thick with anticipation. Suddenly, a foreboding noise echoes, a precursor to the chaos about to erupt, as if the universe itself is holding its breath. A monstrous beast, with glowing red eyes and menacing horns, charges forward, its roar shaking the very ground. The showdown is now inevitable. The young woman floats in midair, her staff glowing with power. She's unfazed by the approaching danger, ready to meet it head-on. The beast lunges forward, its jaws wide open, teeth sharp and ready, as it aims to take down its target with brute force. With grace and resolve, the woman prepares to counter the beast's attack, her staff a beacon of light against the encroaching darkness. The air is filled with a cascade of light, a prelude to the impending magical explosion that promises to shift the tides of battle. At last, the woman's staff releases a blinding surge of energy, a golden torrent that crashes down with earth-shattering force, lighting up the battlefield. The scene bursts into action with an explosive impact, as if something or someone just delivered a massive smackdown. The air is buzzing with energy, and the sound effects are practically shouting boom all over the place. Next up, we see this blinding flash of light, like someone just turned on the world's biggest flashlight. The intensity is off the charts, and whatever is happening, it's definitely not a gentle lullaby. There is a powerful surge, like something is being launched with incredible force. It's like a whoosh on steroids, making you feel the sheer power behind the action. Now, we're thrown into a moment of calm amidst the chaos. A transition phase, if you will, where the dust is settling before the next big reveal. A mysterious figure stands at the center of attention, holding a spear with an air of authority. Her flowing attire and steady stance suggest she's no ordinary character. A closer look at the mysterious figure, though her face is blurred, her presence is undeniable. She's got that don't mess with me vibe going on. The scene is momentarily quiet, as if the world took a breath in anticipation of what's next. A return to action as the mysterious figure, now from the back, is seen facing a massive creature. The way she's poised with her spear, she's clearly ready to take it down. The creature is knocked down, and the dust is settling. The mysterious figure stands victorious, having just shown her formidable skills. The scene shifts to a more tranquil setting. The aftermath of the battle leaves the audience in awe as they watch from a distance. The onlookers are chattering amongst themselves, clearly impressed by the mysterious figure's prowess. They're wondering just who she is and how she managed to pull off such a feat. The mysterious figure stands alone, reflecting on the battle. The scene unfolds with the rhythmic echo of footsteps, creating an air of suspense. Our focus lands on a woman with brown hair, looking somewhat frazzled, her eyes wide open in surprise as she clutches a staff. Who's got her so spooked? Oh, just a tall figure in heels making an entrance like they own the place. Her mind is clearly running a marathon as she wonders if her eyes are playing tricks on her. Did I see wrongly? She ponders, while trying to make sense of the situation. The room fills with an announcement. Group 31's performance assessment will begin. This isn't just a casual meetup, folks. Things are about to get serious. Enter the dynamic duo, a woman with striking long pink hair, looking like she's ready to ace this assessment with her staff that screams, "I'm here to win." Standing beside her is a mysterious partner, both wearing matching stylish navy outfits. They've got that "we're here to dominate"